I just throw things out there. Just see how you feel. What's up, everybody? Intox Rant incoming. So today we're going to talk about the series X-Files, right? So X-Files, if y'all don't know, was about two FBI agents, Fox Mulder, Dana Scully, right? And pretty much most of the show, they're pretty much investigating just paranormal stuff, Bigfoot, monsters, sewer monsters, paranormal, ghosts, different weird shit, right? But also aliens, abductions, different things that come into play when it comes into the paranormal type stuff, all the little extras that go along with that, right? But for the most part, Mulder comes out and he figured, he knows that most of this stuff is true. That's how he rolls into most of it. So he's believing that most of it's true. But his partner, Dana Scully, she's pretty much she's a medical doctor, and she's the skeptical one. She's the one that's like, what's going on here? Who's this? She's always trying to figure out there's got to be an explanation to all this shit, right? But anyways, so the big part of the show, though, is that every time they seem to get really close to figuring out some shit about aliens or human trafficking or cloning or anything along those lines, they get derailed. It always ends up getting derailed, right? Somebody gets kidnapped, somebody gets injured, somebody tells them to back off. It's always all this type of shit, right? It's the same stuff we're seeing nowadays in the world. That whistleblowers come out and next thing you know, everybody's like, what's going on? We can't let this happen. We can't let this go down. So that's where we're at. And so the X-Files, right, that was a show from I think it started in 93. And it came down to, I think it went to like 02, something like that. And then they had a couple of movies, later on down the line. Well, I think one of them was during the show. So, but then later on down the line in 2016 and 2018, they had some more episodes. They did like a reboot and stuff. And so it's very interesting to see it come back. But like a lot of people wonder where I started, figuring my shit out. So in the 90s, I started watching the X-Files, So at a young age, a teenage age, I was getting exposed to a lot of that stuff. And I was starting to realize, like, wait a minute, there's more going on in this world. There's a lot more happening in this world. And I was figuring that out even back then. So nowadays information, you know what I mean? So if you haven't seen it, though, go watch the X-Files. Go watch a season of that or two. You know what I mean? And you'll start to see that a lot of this stuff has always been out there. It's just that a lot of people weren't talking about it back then, So if you'd like to hear more stuff like this, come down to Awkward Intelligence Podcast with me and BDot. And we'll talk to you then. All right. Awkward Intelligence.
Just smoking vibe.
This is Awkward Intelligence.
Just smoking vibe.
Awkward Intelligence.